Alright guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Fun with AJ back again, and today we are doing a part 2 to the Lamin-X tint headlight situation. First off, part 1 video, you can watch it in my channel earlier where I installed this, trimmed it, fitted the size. As you can see, I think the bubbles all pretty much went away, and it's very smooth, and I love what it's done for a product. Next thing we're going to be doing is opening this package. Lamin-X gave me no discount whatsoever on this. No throwback. They do have an affiliate program, but I'm not tied to it whatsoever. I haven't signed up. I did reach out to them once. They didn't offer me anything. So this is all on my own money and accord from my own wallet. I think this was like 30 bucks or 25 bucks. The next thing I got is, and I'll show you guys, an X. I got that mainly because I wanted to just do that cafe racer look on my bike without throwing off any of the light disbursement. So this is actually see-through, but smoke, I think it's gun smoke, no, charcoal. Even though they don't have charcoal listed here, this is a charcoal tint. It's going to go up on top of my existing headlight tint like that. I did think this was cut to size, but it's apparently not. So we'll deal with that. As you guys know from my last video, I do not like cutting stuff, cutting these. Just not my thing, but I'll do what I have to. I also need to figure out how to kind of level this without the bike being off center, because it kind of is. So I'll probably have to sit in front of it and kind of eye it. But we'll see. Installation, it says instructions on the back there. If you can see. Small size application for dry install, clean lens, surrounding area. I did that. I wiped it off with a wet paper towel, microfibered it dry. It's clean as can be. Use fingertips to apply. There will be small air bubbles. It's the same as the other one. This one actually says you should treat quarterly with our wax or vinyl conditioner. I didn't do that with this, but maybe I will eventually. Tools I'm going to be using for this install for the X: a ruler, just so I can try to level somehow, scissors to cut off the ends, and to get the X out of the bag. That's it. One thing I'll say, I think this was the same price as that. I think this was like 20 or 30 bucks. That was 20 or 30 bucks. Not the same value. I think this should be like at most $10, maybe $15. Well, that's double, because that covers the whole surface. This covers part. So I just note that to Lamin-X, if anybody's watching, owner, customer support, etc., lower the price on this, and I bet they'll sell like hotcakes. The other thing I'll note is the other option for an X is like those leather ones from like companies like Trip Machine. However, there's two problems I have with them. One, the leather, so they block out the X, so you'll see that on the ground. It's going to be a little annoying to me at least. And two, there's like a little brass pin or silver pin in the middle. This gets heated up even with the light just running normally, daylight. So I don't think anything brass on the lens makes sense, or metal or metallic. Plastic, a little better, or not plastic, Lamin-X, a little better because it won't necessarily ruin anything. If anything, it will make the 3M want to come off, but it hasn't yet. So okay, this is what it looks like out of the bag. Once again, just the X. I'm going to use that filament in there to line this up. I kind of want to pull out the sides first without pulling out this. I just don't know how to do that without cutting this thing. So that's going to be interesting. Kind of want to take off this center piece and then push flat and then push out without taking off the backing, because I'm going to need to cut those. Why am I doing this as well? Purely aesthetics. I think that will look really cool on the bike. Maybe a little tacky, but I think it looks cool. So what I'm going to try to do is try to peel off the center somehow, expose it. We'll see if I can do it. I'm just cutting off the center, and hopefully you guys get my methodology here. Alright, so this is what I did. I used my finger and did small tears. Why'd I do that? So I can try to place this evenly. I might not even need that ruler, we'll see. And another thing to note, I am the absolute worst at applying stickers. Alright, so I got that fairly centered. Now I want to trim off the edges before I do any additional cuts. Why? Once you go back from this, you're done. So I'm going to try to be exact, but 1. I'm good with that. 2. Good with that. 3. Good with that. 4. Good with that. Next thing I'm going to do is start to peel the ends slowly, hopefully successfully, we'll see. I got that right to the edge, I'm happy with that. I'll push these bubbles out in a minute. 2, once again, right to the edge, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. These are the edge pieces I tore off after cutting these. Let me show you. They're cutting these end pieces, which I don't know why they just didn't cut to spec for us, but whatever. So next thing I'm going to do is try to push out any residual bubbles. Also, just a note, this isn't like, for me, this isn't like a precise science. So I'm not cutting like measuring by the centimeter. Some people would. I'm not that good with stickers in general and applications. I'm the type of person who give me a sticker, even if it has outline, it will be slightly off the outline, so it is what it is. I'm happy with this. It's not perfectly squared, but it's pretty square. Yeah, that's pretty good. Of course the X is good. Yeah, I'm pretty good with that, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'll back it up. Maybe. I don't know if I can get it on camera. The yellow tint, I have no qualms with. I don't think I'll have any qualms with this one. But time will tell. This is a little easier to apply. There's no bubbles I can see. And there's no residue. The yellow tint definitely had a whole bunch of bubbles. But it might have been, once again, because of my application technique. I am pretty happy with that. What do you guys think? Would you run with this? For 20-something dollars for the X, maybe 30 US, would you buy that to give your bike a little extra attitude? I mean, technically I can say it adds at least 5 extra horsepower. Just kidding. No extra horsepower, but it looks pretty mean. So I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. As always, guys, if you like my content, like my videos, please be sure to subscribe, like. If you've got a Thruxton RS, a Thruxton R, Thruxton 1200 liquid cooled, or if you've got a Street Twin 900 or Speed Twin 900 now, or if you got a Ducati Monster, any of those, apply to my channel, not apply, subscribe to my channel, and help me build this community where we can, mod stuff together. You can provide feedback. Big plans coming up. I might add the fairing to this bike, the green matching color fairing. I might record that. I'm not sure yet. It's just a big task. I'm not sure if I can handle it. We'll see. If I can, I'll do it on camera like always. Things big picture. I'd love to get a Jeep YJ and kind of restore one of those together. Put a bike hitch for this on the back. Drive around with that. Another thing I'd like to do, Land Rover Defender, older one. I'd like to do a Porsche 911, build or restoration. If we ever get that big, I'd like to do a BMW R series from like the, let's say 70s to early 90s to do a scrambler build with, to have another bike in the garage. All big pictures, but by you subscribing, you'll support my kind of hopes and dreams to get that rolling. It doesn't take any money to subscribe. All it takes is one click. And you can even shut off notifications if you want after you subscribe. I'm fine with that. Just want to build the subscriber count so we can have big support or bigger support from companies. Like I said, this was no support from Lamin-X other than my own dime, which is fine. No hate to them, but it would be nice to save like $30, $60 on something like this. So any questions, as always, let me know down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.